pals ready to stream tonight. Pop the corn, turn down the lights. Get in your favorite comfy clothes. Forget all of your daily woes. It's time for Films with Friends, where movie magic never ends. You are all invited to attend, so join Big Al and his friends. Animation, western or mystery, spy thriller or sword and sorcery, comedy, romance or horror frights, sci-fi, adventure or monster fights. They're all on Films with Friends, where movie magic never ends. You're all invited to attend, so join Big Al and his friends. Animation, western or mystery, spy thriller or sword and sorcery, comedy, romance or horror frights, sci-fi, adventure or monster fights. They're all on Films with Friends, where movie magic never ends. You're all invited to attend, so join Big Al and his friends.
Miramax Films is proud to present Gwyneth Paltrow, Toni Collette, Jeremy Northam, Ewan McGregor, Greta Scacchi, and Polly Walker in Jane Austen's timeless comedy, Emma.
Try not to kill my dogs.
Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is from 1996, one of two films named Emma that came out that year. The same story by Jane Austen, but this is the one with Gwyneth Paltrow that came out in theaters. The other was a TV movie. I decided to do this one because I like this. I like the stars in this one a little bit better. And sorry, I'm just trying to figure out something here. Of course, that is the film. Gwyneth Paltrow as Emma. Joining me, of course, are the usual wonderful members of the ton, as they say in Bridgerton. But of course, let me first introduce the woman who would be the belle of any country dance, the lovely Netter of Netter's Network. How are you doing, Medea? What you drinking tonight?
I'm doing pretty well, and I'm still sipping on my Polar Seltzer Water Black Cherry. I think I started this kit earlier, and I'm still working on it.
And of course, the gentleman whom all the ladies are fawning over. Welcome to Mr. Troy Pacelli of Last Call with Troy Pacelli. How are you doing, sir? What you drinking tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm glad when you started out with the bell, you weren't talking about me.
No,
But you could have been.
No, I was, just having a little fun.
Of course,
little fun tonight. You know,
I'm drinking a zero sugar A&W.
Oh, that is good. I myself have my Crystal Light sweet tea with a Mountain Dew Zero in reserve, just in case. Is it within reach? Yeah, I guess. Okay.
You believe in Crystal Light because you believe in you.
Yes, I believe in Crystal Light because, well, it's fairly inexpensive.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that always helps. Let's wow, I got kind of like was checking where my Mountain Dew was. It got a little off kilter there. Of course, let's welcome the chat tonight. Of course, first things first, let's get right out of the way. The Cosby link is at the top. You're all good with the Cosby link tonight, right?
Yes,
Well,
yes,
okay.
and that is the Cosme link and not the
Cosby.
Cosby link. That could be a whole different show. Yeah.
No, that's
I don't think I want to know.
No, no, you don't. That's absolutely true.
Will you click on weird links again, dear?
No.
Oh, a little behind the scenes at the Pacini
No.
home.
Now, I could see how you can go to a site, or a site can come up that's not what you're intending. Way back in the day when my son liked Men in Black.
Oh.
I was trying to find him the little doohickeys from the show, like
Oh,
goodness.
you know that.
You know where this is going.
So I typed Men in
am I
Black
seeing
in my
this?
Google search
Yep.
and expecting movie stuff. Instead, I was getting not just
Men in Black, but a very different kind of Men
Yeah.
in Black.
they weren't wearing a lot, and I'm like, "Oh, this is not what I want." And
Yeah.
I was at work at the time, so I'm quickly closing down the browser.
I remember once when I was working at the high school, and the high school monitors what's going on in the computers.
Right.
I go in the morning, and one of my jobs is to fire up the computers, just
Sure.
to get them warmed up and going. Well, I turn the one on, I look at it, and there's a porn site on it,
Wow.
and I'm like, and it's like my room's computer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, one, I don't know how that got there,
Right.
and two, I immediately is like, let me travel right down to the vice principal's office and let him know exactly what's going on immediately. And he teased me about it.
Exactly.
He teased me about it the rest of the year. It's like, so see any interesting websites this morning?
I
Oh god, that was a rough one, but yeah,
can imagine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of embarrassing and a little scary at the time too, because
I
it was
would
like,
imagine. Yes.
so Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for joining tonight. Met her, of course. Flirting with that other fella named Troy.
I love you too, my dear.
Sir Tor Clegane, welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. JPRPH1, thank you for joining in. Welcome. Geek Flag with Nate Knows 1973. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining in. So it's the deleted scenes. Salute. Deleted scenes is going to be joining me this coming Friday, where we're going to honor the late American hero Jim Lovell by watching Apollo 13 at a special earlier time of 7 p.m. on Friday night on my channel. So please join us there. That could be I would say a lot of fun, but it's a great movie, but I think definitely timely to watch that to remember just how much of a hero not only him but all those men were.
Yeah.
Boop-a-doop-doo-doo, going along. Delisa said he won't be joining tonight. Well, he didn't say he wanted to join tonight, so that's what. But he's going to a late screening of Weapons. Weapons I watched earlier tonight, and we'll have a review up tomorrow.
Awesome.
So Delisa, stay away from his 10-word review.
Yeah, right. Don't ruin it for yourself. Right?
Well, he's seeing it later tonight. I'm not getting it up till tomorrow. So, and Samuel Proctor is still listening to the Jane Austen novels. Emma is up there on it, but I still is up next on it. But I'll still watch this despite just coming from Rio Bravo for the first time. Rio Bravo is a good film. That's John Wayne Dean Martin one, I believe, because some of those Rios kind of blur for me. That's a good movie. But yeah, Emma, one of my three favorite Jane Austen novels, the others being Sense and Sensibility, and then my absolute favorite, Pride and Prejudice, which we'll be doing in 2 weeks. Well, we're gonna add zombies 2 weeks after that. So we're getting the full Pride Press experience there. But I've always been a fan of the Jane Austen novels. I love the the romance type of movies. Hallmark was big. I mean, Hallmark might as well just say inspired by Jane Austen half of the time,
Right.
because it follows a very similar pattern. But I'd asked you earlier, like, neither of you have watched this film.
Not this particular one.
I
Not
haven't
this
seen
particular
any of them,
version.
I don't think.
Very interesting. Anybody else in the chat have seen this version? Just wondering, or if, this might, like I said, this might be a first time for a lot of people. I decided to do Jane Austen because sometimes a lot of people see these movies, and sometimes you watch a lot of horror, you watch a lot of like sci-fi and adventure. Sometimes it's nice to cleanse the palate a little bit with a nice little period romance. And I love these films, and these are two of my favorite. I did earlier this year with my friend Sierra. We did Sensibility, the one with Emma Thompson, and we had a lot of fun with that. So if you like these kind of movies, you can go back and kind of watch that one. I always try to look for where this where this movie may be available free. The only place I found it that you can possibly watch it for free is some place called Hoopla, which I'm not really super familiar with, but there you go. I mean, but it's out there for rent, or or if you're
if you subscribe to Peacock, it's on streaming there.
Oh, it is on streaming at Peacock. Oh, okay. I
think so.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But
When you said this was a palate cleanser, I thought you were going to say with a little Chianti.
Yeah, well,
no, maybe a little limoncello.
And
No.
cleanse your palate with a little Chianti.
But where was I? Oh yeah. No, I got lost again.
oh, okay.
Well, oh yeah, I was like, so the only place to really watch it here is the Cosby link. If you're coming later looking for the movie, it's not here. This is just a group of friends having fun, watching a movie together, commenting about it, having a laugh or two, and just enjoying ourselves. And so don't get upset if you don't find the movie.
The trolls that would have anything to say about it, though, haven't gotten this far into the dialogue. They're not bothering.
True, but hopefully they're at least reading it, or something like that. I mean, if you're desperate to have this movie, you could probably find it on the cheap, at a thrift store or something. I mean, it's like almost it's almost
I am
30
still getting
years
comments
old.
on Cat Ballou saying, how come there's no movie? The screen is black.
Yeah. It's like, chill, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But I had not gotten mine ready to go. So let me get mine up here. I've been playing with my files today.
You don't want to know about that, Al.
I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make a joke earlier when you said about getting it up tomorrow, and I'm like, yeah, it takes longer as you get.
Oh yeah, well, the older you get, sometimes things don't respond as quickly as they used to.
Exactly.
And well, there we go. Sorry, having a little window hissy fit. The window's like, no, don't put me that high. I'm just gonna collapse again. Okay, you ready to go?
I am. Yes.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
There we go.
Wow, she jumps right out too. Miramax Films present.
So
a Matchmaker film production.
A little quick behind the scenes on the whole Cosme thing. I think I've mentioned this to you before. I always try to get you guys the subtitles as well, and sometimes they don't match up perfectly. And I don't know how to edit the subtitle files, so I actually have to add or subtract from like the beginning of the film to lengthen it or shorten it by as many seconds as I need to. And I spent a lot of time trying to get this right, only to find out that I really just needed to get a new copy of the subtitles because the subtitles were wrong.
A little spinning world.
Yeah. So when I first saw this after I grabbed a hold of this film, I'm like, what is this? Some sort of a you know, spinning back the world like a Superman thing. We're getting into sci-fi here and time travel. I figured it out in just a minute. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
I do love the idea of the British Isles taking up the entire world, the whole hemisphere.
Back then, I mean, that's kind of how
as far as they were
concerned.
concerned, that's what it was. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the sun never set on the British Empire, as they used to say. All these little paintings, though. I mean, that was a big thing back then. You know, these little tiny little paintings that people would do because you couldn't take a picture.
Right.
So they commissioned these little teeny pictures. Miss Weston, Mr. and Mrs. Weston.
Samuel Proctor was asking what you thought of the Anya Taylor-Joy, Emma. My guess is that Big Al probably really liked it because he likes.
Oh yeah, I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I enjoyed it a lot. It's this one has a bit more a whimsy to it.
Yeah.
The Anya Taylor-Joy a little bit straighter, and Kate Beckinsale's version is a little darker, grungier.
Right.
They all have great merit, though. You know.
Now, I don't think I've made it any secret that I'm not a huge Gwyneth Paltrow fan, but I do give credit to any actor or actress who manages to do an accent that is not their own.
Right.
And properly.
It's like real acting, you know? It's like.
That's a great Alan Cumming.
It is most good.
It is most. Oh, she's just awful. She's just awful. I can't work with this.
But you know, I know Gwyneth has done a lot of weird things in her day with the whole candle thing.
Yes,
but I will say I
like
think
how this old funny guy. He's like, "Your cake was too rich. It's going to put us all in healthy peril. Where's the apothecary? He's over there having some cake."
Yes. You were saying, Big Al, about the goop,
but Gwyneth Paltrow. I've always thought she was a very attractive girl.
She is, yes.
And you know, it's just kind of sad that some of the things that happen, you know, some of the weird things that Hollywood do.
It does kind of fall into something that I've talked about a bunch of times about how this modern age of social media where everybody has direct access to everybody, you see way too much of the lives of the rich and famous, the way you never used to, and it destroys the entire illusion of them.
Yeah, it does.
I think they, meaning the celebrities, were much better off when they weren't as public as they are now. We can make fun of the candle and all that. That's fine. But that's just humor. I don't really take umbrage with that. It's just that some of the things that they don't talk about that she sold as health-related things were actually quite dangerous. And that I take kind of umbrage with. You know, like serving cake at a wedding.
Yeah. I do want to say Jeremy Northam there, Mr. Knightley.
Yes.
There were a couple of ladies I knew way back in my medieval days.
Sure.
They found him quite fetching.
Nice.
They were Anglophiles, so they were like, "Oh, Jeremy Northam's doing this new movie," and you know, they were all about him. They were always talking about him.
I did want to make a comment though about that cake thing. Mm-hmm. If you're interested in both the history of food and to a smaller extent how that related to the ideas of medicine. Max Miller's Tasting History is definitely a great channel to check out because he's talked about many different recipes from history where there was a certain belief about the foods that they were eating and things that you should or should not eat because they were good or bad for this or that.
Yeah, Emma loves setting people up.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the aesthetic of this time period. The clothing,
I do too, but I will admit that since I never actually did any costuming for the Regency, I don't know it as well as I do the Victorian era. The men's styles look appropriate to me, but I couldn't even begin to comment on the dresses. Or even the hairstyles, to be honest.
Emma's father's rocking that John Quincy Adams beard. Samuel Proctor.
Yeah,
I always liked her. When Jane Austen writes a father, they're always kind of nice and sensible.
Yeah,
but they're just nice. You know, you rarely find like a mean dad. Or at least in the ones that I'm aware of.
Here's another thing that I got to say about the literature versus the history that I can't comment on. I'm only speculating. I wonder how much of a story like Jane Austen's writings are an accurate depiction of life for that socioeconomic status in that time, and how much of it's kind of like an idealized, fantastic, idealized version.
Yeah, kind of a little flair on it here and there.
Okay, I take exception to her hair. The front now, she looks like a poodle.
Yeah.
It's also too flat. They would have added extra hair pieces to build it up and make it look like a little bit more.
Well, they started doing that more as time went on. As you start getting into the Victorian era, they definitely started doing that a lot more. And not even necessarily hair additions. They put, like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, bustles into their hair, and then they'd style the hair over it to make it look
hair
voluminous.
bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clergy back then was a pretty cool thing to be.
Yeah.
I don't think Mama or Grandma there wants to be there. She's just staring off into space. Like, why'd you drag me out for this?
Social engagements like this, history is pretty regular on this. Back then was no different than today. You had your people that just loved them and couldn't wait, and you had those that were like, do I really have to be here?
Yeah. I guess it was a matter of your social standing and what you were looking for in life, you know.
That's the more important one. Yes, it was.
Like you'll see it more in Pride and Prejudice. A young lady, like late teen, looking for a man. They couldn't wait to get to the mall to the dance.
Right. That's just it. What's expected of you dictates what is available to you, but then what you want from life dictates how hard you go after it.
Right.
That's a lot of artichokes. I guess artichokes were a.
I wonder if it's there as a food or if it's there as a centerpiece.
Like
they all have one on their plates, and the older woman was chewing on one. My grandmother really liked them. I
like artichoke hearts. I've never had an artichoke like you know how they make it with the dip.
Yes. There isn't a lot there. The heart is where all the meat is. Well, meat.
But
you know
there,
what I
but
mean.
there is. It's like if you clip off the top, the little pricks at the top,
Yeah.
and but the meat inside of the leaves is you kind of like put it in and you kind of slide it out.
And there's very, very little there. That's why it's usually used for dipping. And it literally is like using an organic spoon to lift some sort of a dip to your mouth.
Greta Scacchi. I always look at her. I think of Penelope from the Odyssey. Mr. Weston played by James Cosmo, who I remember from Braveheart, playing Hamish's father. James Cosmo was also Jorah Mormont on Game of Thrones. Yep. Seems like everybody was on Game of Thrones when you turn around.
Yeah.
It's like Pedro Pascal was on Game of Thrones.
In fact, you mentioned, I'm forgetting the actress's name from Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. She was in Game of Thrones too, right?
Lily Collins, was she?
I think so. Wasn't she? Maybe I was mistaken.
Orchard.
Where do I know her from?
Who? Lily Collins?
What? No. That's not who I was thinking of. Give me just a second. Let me look. No, Lily James.
Lily, that might be who I'm thinking of too. I'm not quite sure which one's in Pride and Prejudice.
Give me just a second. Let me see. She was.
I get them confused because they're Lily.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I was thinking of Downton Abbey. I apologize.
Oh,
she was the younger daughter from Downton Abbey, and of course, she played Cinderella in the 2015 film.
Right.
What's the point of her catching those butterflies?
It's fun, and what they would often do is bring them back and pin them.
No, don't kill the butterflies. I don't want to know that.
I remember in. Have you ever watched Bridgerton?
No.
It's a little woke, but it's actually fun because it's this time period. But they had like all the butterflies, and they had captured them, and then during a party they released them, and they were flying all over the place.
Right. Yeah. When you say something's woke, I don't interpret it the same way most people do when you're talking about a historical thing. Yeah. I hear woke and I don't care so much about those elements. I hear woke and I think this is not historically accurate, probably not something that I would enjoy.
It is Lily James in
Pride
and Prejudice and Zombies. Okay.
Yeah.
And Lena Headey, who was also in Game of Thrones, is in
Yes.
Like I said, you can't like throw a rock when I hit somebody who's in Game of Thrones.
Oh, speaking of which, I'll be right back. I need to step away for a moment.
Now I know how she was pulling the stitch to make it neater. They didn't show that.
I at one time thought about doing, what do you call that? Not crochet.
Needlepoint?
Needlepoint. Thank you. I was going to try to make my my coat of arms for my my surcoat. I was going to make a,
Yeah.
but then I thought about it. I'm like, I would need to do 3 stag's heads of a certain size, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of needlepoint.
Yep.
Oh, sure,
You know,
it's
her
not.
hair looks really nice there. Not her, the other one,
Yeah.
Emma.
With the flowers.
It's more up,
Yeah.
so she doesn't look bald. Because before it was too plastered to her head. The way it looks now is the way it should have been at the party. Higher up and more prominent.
Yeah. I like that little tent thing. A little
Oh yeah,
gazebo tent. I don't know what they call it.
it's a tent.
Oh, look at the decorations. That's cool.
I love the way he said that. An idea has just dropped from my mind. Basically, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
But it sounds so much more elegant the way he said it.
I forgot. Oh, there's an old quote by Thoreau's, like something like not
Oh, that's an awful pose.
something but something that flashes of light from heaven. I can't remember it's an old Thoreau quote.
Is it okay if I open this, or do you want me to use
What
something,
size needle do you need?
the smallest I can get?
I'll get it.
This thing. Shh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yikes. See? This is exactly what you were saying. Ha 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 ha! Whoo-wee! I think my response would have been, rather than painting on a shawl, what if I make the day appear warmer?
What'd you say?
I think I would have said, instead of painting a shawl on her, what if I make the day appear warmer?
Oh.
Thank you. I didn't know where to find anything.
Nope.
I brought you 2 different sizes.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Martin proposed, not Mr. Elton. Uh-oh.
So whenever I see stories like this of women vying for marriage proposals, I can't help but feel like it's not too dissimilar from more modern women vying for what college they're going to be accepted into.
I guess like, the mindset,
Yeah,
little, just a different time.
it is. Yeah,
But-
similar concept.
We're probably kind of like similar
Interested in-
programming.
Her friend is interested in the fellow that sent her the letter.
Uh-huh.
And I was telling her not to respond and just say basically no.
Yeah, because she's got
Right.
her opinion about who she belongs with.
She's trying to set her up with Mr. Elton.
I hate to say it, but it's kind of like the university thing. Oh, don't go to a state university. You want to go to the private university.
You want to go to the best. You want
Yeah.
the guy that's really good for you.
Right. Oh, exactly. You were accepted to the local community college, but everyone is. You don't want to go there.
You don't want the farmer, you want the clergyman.
Right.
But the thing is, the farmer can provide for her in so many different ways.
But they're not concerned about that. They're in a socioeconomic status where they're not really concerned about that. They're concerned about appearances and, you know.
Hey, Curtis Selby, welcome.
Welcome, Curtis.
Oh,
Cosby link at the top.
Since I did dash upstairs, I missed what did the portrait look like that she was.
Oh, it was
doing?
beautiful, but the two guys that were there had differing opinions on it.
Let's say a geek flick said, my wife hates artichokes. In Brittany, France, they grow in the wild, so a lot of families just starting out back in the day would pick and cook them for their family. Well, just like the old days when lobsters, they were like the poor man's food. Now look at them. Same thing with like oysters and clams. Hey, I love archery.
Oh, when I was younger, I was really good. Another thing that I was good at as a kid and just never kept up with because I was a lazy bastard.
Boop. I have to say this about Jeremy Northam. What a great head of hair he's got.
Yep. Although I'm envious of anyone who's got any hair.
Do you have any hair? Or do you shave? Just shave everything?
My hair when it comes in is so patchy. You know, the Jack Nicholson peak and the big bald patch in the back that it unless I was going to do some kind of an ugly looking comb over, it's not worth it.
Well, see, now you look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I said I was going to just embrace. I'll be honest with you. What really prompted me to go ahead and shave my head was Bruce Willis. For a lot of years.
Oh yeah.
For a lot of years, I actually resembled him a great deal, and that went as far as his hairline, and my hairline was receding the same way his was, and I felt like when he shaved his head, I was like, okay, it's like giving me permission to shave my head too.
You were always able to shave your head, dear, whenever you wanted.
Well, I know, but
ooh, she's getting worse and worse on target.
yep.
Stay on target. Samuel Proctor's asking, where in England is this? It just says England. I'm not exactly sure.
She has a very long neck.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because, again, I can't speak too much to the Regency, but by the Victorian era, that was something that was in a great deal of contention. What did a man want in a woman? They were beginning to question.
A good dowry and good connections.
Well, yeah.
That was pretty much it.
But it also depends on what you wanted of your domestic life. Did you, and I think that Jane Austen kind of shows us this developing through literature, but I have to assume it became the mindset of people of the time. You have this dichotomy of marrying for status and wealth and so forth, which had always been, and this fairly new idea of marrying for companionship and love.
Right.
Okay, I hope the brown gloves she was wearing were only for the archery, because they do not go with that outfit.
Nah, it's just for the archery. Geek Flag said he's getting his head shaved tomorrow by his wife. Funny, I'm getting my head, might as well be shaved on Monday by my nurse.
There you go. This is another thing. After a certain point, I pretty much exclusively had Netter doing my hair, because I said, you're the one that's got to look at me. So, as long as you're okay.
Look how busy the wall is. Woo. But that's very much
They seem to be
of the
there seem to
time.
be a lot of her paintings, though, or her drawings.
True.
Yeah, but they were always walls were meant to be covered with paintings back then, it seemed.
It was definitely a status thing.
Unless, of course, your soundtrack's Birdman. You should see his walls.
Completely bare.
No. He has hard times finding places for all the pictures he has.
So someone sent her a riddle. So courtship, so far.
Thank you for the pins, Abigail.
So we to know that, because I must have missed something somewhere, that Miss Smith's was adopted or something, or orphaned
She's
as a
being
child.
fostered.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's of low birth, not many new prospects, but sometimes you hook up with the right people.
Exactly.
See, it shows Emma has a good heart.
Yeah.
Don't want to make a sick person worse. Imagine that. It sounds almost Hippocratic.
Geek Flag's asking, did I hear it right? Do I watch Bridgerton? Yes, I watch Bridgerton. And yes, I know the issues with it, but I still I like stuff like this. I just do.
And if your family loses her money, Miss Emma?
Well, no.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Of course, you can catch who he is looking at, not?
Right.
Yeah, he's interested in Emma.
He likes Emma, right? God, look at that view, though.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one. Ha ha. Ha.
Well, that person's a worrywart. He does not look like he's 16 years older than her.
Well, she's, I think, what do you say? Yeah, I mean, it's a stretch, but Curtis Selby's like, he loves celery root? Baby's looking directly at the camera. Oh, the baby's looking everywhere.
Yeah. Then he looks at the fire and, you know.
Because it's what babies do.
Same right as 400 years before this, the people's ancestors were raiding the same countrysides.
Yeah.
Well, 400? Man, maybe probably a little more than that.
As I recall reading somewhere, a lot of the Victorian and later Christmas traditions came inspired by the writings of Jane Austen and her
Cool.
contemporaries.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of traditions were brought in by Victoria's husband. He's one of the reasons we have the Christmas tree and why it became so popular. Curtis Selby saying his favorite Victorian romance adaptation of all is BBC's Vanity Fair.
So Emma thinks he was taken with her, but is not as taken with her as she thinks he is.
Nope. Da, da. Da, 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 da. I like that little harp. I don't know what the harpsichord, piano forte, or whatever they're playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, now I want to know the news. Stop tapping her on the shoulder.
I know. Wow. Just keep piling it on there.
Well, I mean, man's got to make his play. You got,
Yeah.
Now, just take your time so I can hear the darn story.
Ah, damn. Her reaction is just perfect. Like, oh, jeez.
That's when I'd say, pardon me, I missed the ending. Could you tell me
Yeah.
briefly?
Oh, look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those centerpiece towers.
The roast
Canned
beast.
fruits.
That would be a very cool Christmas dinner to do.
Yeah.
And just have people dressed up as
Yep.
I mean,
Well, we used to do that all the time. Again, Victorian focus, but we used to do it all the time. I like in the Cosme, Samuel Proctor. Take a hint.
Take a hint, take a hint.
Right.
Alan Cumming would have been a very good silent actor.
Yeah.
He's got a great face.
He's got that face for it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said sister-in-law. So who's her brother-in-law? The fellow on the end? Whose name? The one she was doing archery with?
Who,
I get
Knightley?
confused by the relationships.
No, the guy she was doing archery with is Knightley, the friend of the family.
Yeah, you completely misunderstood.
And you told her to stop being her friend.
Well, yeah.
We've cocked this one up, Emma.
Yeah.
I do not feel that way about you. That means she doesn't have any feelings for you, dude.
Yeah. They kind of both misread each other.
Those little clergy hats.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, dude, you've just been friend zoned.
Right, exactly.
She does have a long neck.
Yeah.
See?
Like, I'm going back and forth between the two, and I'm like, yeah, she does have a long neck comparatively. Wow, I just got a hint of Blythe Danner there.
Hmm.
That didn't take long.
That tower looks like it's leaning a bit.
Got a little horse on the right side there. I guess to push a little kid on. That's kind of cool.
She looks so tiny next to her friend, too.
Yeah.
Like her friend's a giant. So now you can accept the farmer's proposal.
Well, it's not done yet.
Right.
I like the little silhouettes back there on those little ones. That was another big thing back then.
Yeah.
Puppies.
Oh, that is true. You know, there is nothing like playing with a puppy.
Yeah.
No, no. Warm little kitties.
I used to have someone that used to live down the hall here had like a little Westie, and it was the cutest thing. And it was just so nice, and she let you pet him and everything. And I swear it uplifts your spirits. I'd love to have a dog. I just could never be able to take care of it the way it deserves to.
Yeah.
Oh, the one place she thought she'd be able to not care about him.
Right.
It's like this woman has not said a word through the whole movie. No wonder she's unmarried.
This is Miss Bates is a fun character.
Like Emma, I think I would find her tedious.
Yep.
Curtis Selby killed them all.
Okay, I like the guest's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And now Emma looks rather drab.
The pattern's not flattering.
Yeah, it's very bland.
I just was looking up the one who was playing Miss Bates, the real talkative one. It's Emma Thompson's sister, Sophie Thompson.
Okay, what the heck is she putting in those pots? Maybe those are seeds, and that's what's intended to be planted. Okay, the brother's good looking.
Yeah, he's smitten.
No, he's not the farmer, is he?
Yeah, he's the one that
That is-
wants to marry her. He likes
Okay.
her. Senator Proctor saying this movie has a lot of mid conversation transitions. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I like how they do that, which is one of the reasons I like this version.
It's like, oh, Emma, get through your head. She likes him. He likes her.
But he's not good enough for her. And she is bound.
He wasn't made for you. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a cute outfit. I like the bonnet. Oh, so they go, why is she going right through the lake?
Oh dear. Jedi Knight to the rescue.
Darker forces.
Yeah, I know that name too. A descendant of yours is going to be very, very popular.
So Emma's focusing on her marrying above her station, not for love, which is how most marriages were back then. Yeah, a little bit, but I think Emma's, like I said, Emma's worried about everybody else.
Yeah.
And she's like, what party? It's like, I haven't been invited to this party.
I get the music for this won the Academy Award.
Cool, cool.
Liar. Now, who are the Coles to them?
She's that's what she's looking for, but she ain't have one yet. Oh, pianoforte.
So apparently she got the invitation because she's there.
That was a wild hairdo on Ewan.
Yeah.
So she got a piano as a gift from the admirer?
Yep.
So Jedi Knight here is married to Emma's governess.
No, his father is married to her former governess.
Ah, okay. So he's single.
He's single.
Yeah, he is single.
A film theory. Sorry, I had to. No, how? Don't try taking my job.
Obi-Wan is young and single and ready to mingle. Geek
Ah!
It's like, yep, I can do it.
Give it up. He's never going to get over Satine, so. Yeah, deep dive Obi-Wan joke there. There you go.
That is a deep dive.
Uh-huh.
If that's really her singing, she could sing well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, she has a very good singing voice.
That is a beautiful instrument.
Mm-hmm. He definitely can sing.
Yes.
And I think, what's his name? Knightley is getting jealous. They even got the same hair color.
Yeah, that's both of them singing. Although this may be VO, but it's still definitely their voices. And don't call me Shirley. Sorry, there's certain things you just have to say.
Samuel Park said Satine wasn't the only girl Obi-Wan fancied.
Yeah, but he pretty much stopped there. I don't think he ever got over her.
She's almost singing opera.
Mm-hmm.
Caught you looking.
Oh, that's a great lyric. Rot stinks and dies. Are they still guessing on who gave her the piano? Okay.
You find out who it was later.
Yeah.
Mm. So I'm guessing he likes Jane. If she thinks that she will sing herself hoarse after one song. And she thinks it's her.
And of course, perfect timing.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud! It's like 2 for 2. You're wrong here, girl. You're bad at this.
She keeps cutting him off. That's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Do like that little door there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's close, it looks like part of the bookcase, so you would never know. Yeah, stop insisting that you take my father someplace he does not want to go.
That sounds so fabulous. She, you can tell she really loved to do
Yeah.
that.
She's so humble.
Yeah.
I would ask her to play something just to take some time.
Geek Flex, like I had a girlfriend for a week, but like that who kept cutting me off and trying to talk over me. And when I broke
Yep.
it off with her, she come in and then it was only been a week, and I says, you hadn't let me get a word in. I would have
Yeah,
it would have been
exactly.
sooner.
She did seem kind of full of herself.
Oh yeah, that's a trope in Jane Austen novels. I think that little flare he does when he sits down with the tails of his jacket.
Yeah. That's so that he doesn't sit on that and pull the jacket down taut
Yeah.
and choke himself. There's goldfish in that bowl.
Yep. That wouldn't be a bad little place to be. I mean, if it rained, it would just,
And they're like, sure.
Well, it looks like they're underneath, I think. Time to get out of here.
Samuel Proctor. Awkward.
Geek Flex, like when they're past 30-minute mark, we like to know what the F these men do for a living. Some have land. The farmers, they let it out to the farmers. Some of them do business in town. Some of them are just born into money.
Yeah.
So what does she need help with? She is really pretty.
Polly Walker.
Rush hour traffic.
So she doesn't even stop to chew.
She never shuts up.
Uh-oh. So that is an art that Hollywood has all but forgotten, using lighting to convey emotions. That's true. You get a good lighting director, they can do a lot. Oh, check that dog out. I love a big dog like that. Is that a wolfhound or a deerhound? I forget.
I didn't see the dog, so I couldn't comment. He still wants to meet her. I love some of the dresses in here.
It is. I do like those, like with the waistband. It goes like just under the breast area. I don't know if there's a term for that, but I do like that style.
It's a great way to hide a pregnancy.
If it was a blouse, I would call it baby doll style, which I stopped wearing after someone kept saying I was pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not pregnant, I'm fat. made him get off the bus because he was embarrassed.
And she may talk a lot, but she is a handsome woman.
Hmm.
When you have to, it's like when you choose the word handsome to describe a woman, it always seems to be a little different.
No, I think it's apropos.
Yeah. I love these kind of dances. It always amazes me that they know what to do. Whoa. There's a grizzled old soldier back there.
You just said you wanted to dance, and now you're saying no. You're a jerk.
Samuel Proctor was at a Western Hoedown a couple of weeks ago. It only takes two practices usually to get the hang of it. It's fun.
Yeah, someone's chatting her up.
Nightly.
Because he's a gentleman. And he doesn't think of her as his sister, really.
Maybe he doesn't.
Well, he thinks of her as a sister, just not his own. He didn't say whose sister.
Geek Flag 22. She's 23 if she's a day. I wonder how old she was when she filmed
Fritzy
this.
Puffer.
I have heard this song in another Jane Austen.
I'm
I
sure.
recognize it. I recognize it.
Such elegant dancing.
Okay, if this was 96, she was 24. So she's in that range.
Yeah.
Don't look back, just keep walking. Did you get her purse back?
Those ruffians.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have been over him anyway because he's married.
Harriet Smith's most precious treasures. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Is that a pencil?
Can't tell.
It looks like it.
Gives you closure.
It's like, yeah, Harriet, I think that's stalking behavior.
Yeah. And if you burn them, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, that's a place to have a picnic. That was a little snippy.
Wasn't it?
Ooh.
What did she say?
Talk about saying some very dull things. She says she basically implied that she would be hard to limit saying just three dull things.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah. And it kind of hit, you know. I don't think she realized exactly what she said.
How snippy that was.
It was, and she's about to hear about it.
You need to go and apologize to her.
Yep.
Ooh, that one hit her too.
Yeah, but you know,
He knew exactly where to hit her and exactly what. I mean, what he's telling her what she had to hear,
right.
and he's probably the only one that could say that to her.
Yep. Nate's spot on. Real friends don't just tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear.
Right.
That's absolutely true. You do your friends no service by letting them continue to behave a fool.
And she just saw her hide because she doesn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
According to how much older he's supposed to be than her, he's supposed to be nearing 40. He does not look like a 40-year-old man or close to it.
Yeah, I think well, he's if she's 21, he's 16, so yeah, he's 37.
Oh, she's 22 here, she said.
Yeah. I thought she said
38.
she was.
Yeah, at one point she said something about being a woman of 22. How do I not know more or something?
Oh, I thought she said 21 going on 22. Or what's a 22 going on 23? I forget.
Yeah, at one point at the
Yeah, I remember the
I
scene.
think
I was trying to remember which direction it was. But yeah, he'd be like late 30s.
and he doesn't look it.
But during that time, I mean, an older man, that's the big thing. Dun dun dun.
So I guess he's not interested in you, huh, Emma?
and it was him who gave her the piano forte. He was playing the big coy about it.
when her husband came running up, I thought it was to tell her that somebody died because there's such urgency in him approaching
Yeah.
her.
Well, it was still kind of a, you know. Yeah.
She's like, oh, you like him. About time you got that into your head. I know, I like daisies.
It's like, if I can't have him, I don't want anybody else to have him.
Yeah.
It's a pretty little chapel. I love how her brain works.
she well, she and very many of the characters in Jane Austen's story
Yeah,
would be examples of first world problems, right?
right.
Oh, so he was the one who gave Jane the pianoforte.
Yep.
Yeah, why can't I hear this anymore? Okay, my sound went out. Did he ask her something and she refused him?
She didn't let him ask anything. He's like, you don't say anything that we'll both regret hearing later, kind of thing. Because she thinks he wants Harriet.
I would imagine so. It would.
Because you've known each other for so long.
Yeah. No, I think it's years of friendship that make you so perfect for each other.
In Geek Flags in layman's terms, he's her ride and die.
Well, I suppose. I think this is something that modern dating couples fail to understand. We do tend to think of dating as a kind of a ceremony you go through to demonstrate, your intentions and affections towards somebody, but it's meant to be more than that. You are meant to build a relationship,
Right.
upon which you can build a marriage.
So they don't have a dating culture now. These days, it's a hookup culture.
Yeah.
She also never said yes. She just smiled. He kissed her, but she never said yes.
Right. Right. And that's another element too. It's not just, you marry me and we run off together. we merge our families and your responsibilities become mine.
Oh, her friend is going to be devastated.
Geek Flag saying she didn't have to say yes. She said yes with everything.
But not her friend, I'll bet.
Well, yeah.
So let her marry the farmer that she likes and he likes her.
Patience, Netter. Patience.
Yeah.
That's not the name of this film, though.
Well, no, the name is Emma. It's about Emma. It's not about her. Well, that's a sweet way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yes, Samuel. Marriage. Woo.
I'm gonna guess that she apologized to the lady who never shut up. Oh, somebody just smacked her up.
I know. It's like, I didn't ask.
She's quite opinionated and thinks so much of herself.
If I have to get a fourth wall break, it had to be with her. A shocking lack of Satan? Funny, Curtis. Then the war came. Sorry.
And Downton Abbey was used to help.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're asking about Miss Bates, and I think in the book there's a reconciliation. Emma makes good with her, if I remember correctly.
At the marriage reception I was at last night, we had so many streamers flying over the couples that they had to trudge through it, and it took forever for them to get to the car. That's good. I like that.
Curtis Selby's like, okay, that was a fun film. Thanks.
It was. It absolutely was.
I know Jane Austen's not everybody's cup of tea, or crumpet or whatever, however you want to say it. But I enjoy them, and I've like I said, I'm a fan of Hallmark films and rom-coms, and every now and then I like to curl up and watch a Jane Austen movie. And I mean, especially like if there's like a long day and I have a lot of time, the 6-hour Pride and Prejudice BBC production from I think it's 95. I think it's 95. Is just it's perfect.
Well, think about this. A story written 211 years ago that doesn't need to be updated for modern audiences to be enjoyed. It's timeless. That says something about the writing and the story.
And and it's influenced, just like Shakespeare, it's influenced other stories. I believe Clueless is a kind of an Emma-esque production, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, Pride and Prejudice has been done. I mean, in fact, there's a Pride and Prejudice inspired couple of Hallmark films. One's like one's like Dating Mr. Darcy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a whole different creature. Right. But that is Emma. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. I want a top hat so bad, Curtis Selby said.
Oh, I've got a top hat.
The days of that kind of fashion, you just don't see it anymore. But like I said, if you enjoyed Emma, which I hope you did, I think you'll even enjoy more Pride and Prejudice if you've never seen it. In 2 weeks with Keira Knightley, Matthew McFadden, who is trying to get Elizabeth Bennet as opposed to trying to kill Deadpool and Wolverine. But
yeah.
And he has better hair in this one too than he did in that film. But who blinked? Oh, okay, there she is.
Yeah,
see, I can't tell because I can still hear you.
Well, I accidentally closed the tab. I was trying to close the tab next to it and closed the wrong one. I'm like, whoop, where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
So Proctor said he found one on eBay, a felt one for about $40. Very cool.
Yeah. I've got you guys know the fedoras that I have. Yeah. I just got a new one, in fact, for my anniversary.
Yeah, maybe you could show that off on your next stream.
Maybe I will.
Oh,
and
cool.
And I've got
do you have a collection? Do you have several different hats, or do you just have like?
I do.
You should do a hat show one day.
I've got a formal black top hat. I've got I've got a purple top hat as well. I was planning to do penguin at one point.
You have the boater.
I have a boater hat. I have a bowler hat.
What's a boater?
Your grandfather's
fedora. The new one that you got me.
The trilby.
And I've got two brown fedoras as well.
Yeah, the one that I just got him was a screen cap made hat of Indiana Jones's brown fedora.
Yeah, it's a mock-up of Indiana Jones's fedora. Yeah,
very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's Birdman.
Mhm.
bought one from like one of the official makers,
Mhm.
and it just didn't look good on him. He was like, he's and then it
Yeah.
said back. It's because it's taller. It's like it rides higher than you might think.
It does.
Yeah, so he didn't like how it really looked on him, so he sent it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always wondering how, like, what hat looks good on me. I used to wear baseball caps
Mhm.
now and then, or my main outdoor hat is like this straw. It's got a brim, and I put a feather in it just to be silly. But I don't know what kind. It's like a Panama hat ish
Mhm.
kind of thing. But I don't know. I've never had like the more fancy kind of a hat.
Mhm.
I don't know how that would work for me. But yeah, so let's go through the week, see what's happening. Of course, tomorrow. I know he's not here now, but I know Deleted Scenes has a. I think he's watching The Lone Ranger tomorrow with Outlaw Bill at 4. Of course, he has his unscripted show at 8. But that leads into Geeky Geezers on Age of
Yep.
Boomers channel with Troy. Troy, what kind of things might we be hearing about this week?
Well, I'm sure that people can make assumptions. Obviously, we will touch on the Gina Carano update. There's a lot of information that's come out recently about the Paramount deal. Some business numbers have come in from Disney and Warner Brothers that we definitely want to touch on. An update on the Highlander, whatever you want to call it, remake, reboot, whatever.
Yeah, they've got their Kurgan.
And if you didn't hate Nintendo before, you don't hate Nintendo enough. We'll explain why and what they're doing now.
And
But
do you got something on the Disney Plus sucking in Hulu now? Just basically, Hulu will no longer be a thing. It's just all going to be Disney Plus.
oh yeah. I was talking about this last night on my show. Valiant Renegade has a great little video about it, as if it's a commercial for the new station, and it's called "Who Dis."
Who dis? Oh yeah, I remember you
Who
saying who dis.
I love it, and of course we'll be saying goodbye to Lonnie Anderson and Jim Lovell.
Got it. Yeah, got. I mean,
And
a
any
beautiful
other
lady indeed, and a true American hero.
and a true American hero. And any other in remembrances that got sent to me this week, I'm sorry. They don't rise to this level. Those two get the spotlight.
Yeah,
And that's it.
Yep. And of course, after that is the midnight show that Delisi's does. He's going to have Age of Boomer on it as well. So Boomer's got a busy day tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Monday night at Monday member night movie thing. What do you call it again?
Members night at the movies.
Members night at the movies. Okay. With is there a winner yet, or is it still kind of
well
open?
as of about 3 hours ago, it was still tied up, and then I reposted it, removing one of the runners up. So let me see if there is any update. Let me get to my channel, go to the posts, and it's definitely looking like it's going to end up being Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore. Oh, I enjoyed Happy Gilmore too. That was a lot of fun. You saw the first one, right? Do you like the first one?
Yeah, but that was years ago.
Yeah, well, I think you'll like this one then.
Yeah,
because it's really the same thing, and I mean it's a continuation, a good continuation.
Sure.
Absolutely. But that's Monday. On Tuesday, live at Sparkwood 21.
Yep.
You guys are going to be delving into some fan films.
No,
Or
actually, what
things?
we're actually doing is we are looking at an homage, or yeah, you might consider it a parody.
Parody.
The
That's what I was thinking.
the TV show Psych did
Oh,
an
that's
homage to
right.
Twin Peaks,
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Psych. That's
called
right.
Dual
That,
Spires.
that's what
We're
it
going to
was.
not only watch the episode, the extended episode from the DVD.
Oh,
It's an extended episode from what was broadcast. We're also going to dig into the behind the scenes on that as well. A lot of great interviews with the Twin Peaks alum that guest starred on the show. So
very cool.
yeah, that's going to be yeah, exactly.
And then following that, got Blake 7.
Yep. The second episode of season 4. The episode is called Power. It follows right from last week. They're kind of trapped in this new base that they literally can't get out of, and there's a nuclear time bomb counting down. And
Ooh, that's never
yeah.
good.
Yeah. But this may be a bit of a spoiler, but you can assume that since there are episodes that come after this, they do survive, and if they can survive well enough, they will have a new ship,
But
have a new teleport system, and a new base.
But do they all survive? I mean, you never know. Somebody...
They have made it very clear throughout the past 3 seasons. That's never a guarantee.
I know that's a good shit. That's always a kind of a fun thing about some shows is when you don't know. I mean, if somebody died, no one is guaranteed.
Exactly.
kind of a thing. Nothing on Wednesday that I'm aware of. But of course, every day liquid lunch at 12 noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. You gotta tune in to Troy's show for that. It's always a fun time and a great way to spend your lunch. But then Thursday, there's a thing going on.
Actually, I did want to shout out real quick. Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday. I am going to be appearing as a guest on Curtis Selby's channel right after Liquid Lunch. Now, right now, I'm talking to him offline about whether or not that's going to be streamed live or whether he's going to record it and broadcast it later. I said that's up to him. So keep an eye out for it on Wednesday. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so keep an eye. Now, is that going to be on Curtis Selby, or is it going to be on...
Yeah, that's on Curtis Selby's channel.
Okay, not the Citizens one.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's on his regular channel. He recently got monetized on the Curtis Selby channel. So
awesome. Thursday things. Nanner, who you got this week?
My special guest is Wilkie's. Is it Movies and Music or Music and Movies?
Wilkie's Movies and
Music.
Music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about that. He just became monetized.
Yes, him too. Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. And that leads us into Friday. We're at 7 p.m. Friday night. I will be joined by Deleted Scenes and maybe more. Who knows? Not sure. I've got a few invites out there. See how it goes. Going to be paying honor to a true American hero, as we just mentioned a few moments ago. Astronaut Jim Lovell, the commander of Apollo 13, passed away this week, aged 97. This man was in probably one of the most prolific astronauts there were, and definitely worthy of an honor. And we're going to be watching Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks, which is a really good movie. Going to start early at 7 because it is a little longer, and don't want to cut into what comes at 10, which is Last Call with Troy Pacelli. And what you got this week?
I actually don't think that Boomer and I discussed the topic just yet, so
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you on that. Did want to follow up. I just saw from Curtis Selby. We're going to go ahead and stream that live, so we're probably looking at about 1:30 Central on Wednesday. So
very cool.
I will, of course, be sharing that out as soon as I know for sure.
Well, like I said, you may not have a topic for Friday, but there will be liquor involved.
There will be alcohol, and it will get funnier as I drink.
Definitely. I happened to wait. I was listening. I started listening to the beginning of the show, and then I fell asleep. And then I woke up literally just as you were signing off, which I thought was kind of like, he doesn't sound nearly as drunk as I thought he was going to. But
dude, I was plowed by like, I don't know, a half hour into the stream because
you were wasting away in Margaritaville.
I pounded my first margarita. I was struggling when that stream started.
Yeah, I know. You said you were having some.
I had a number of problems mount up on me. I had my the Bluetooth wasn't working, so my earpiece, I couldn't hear anything. And then I said, well, I'm going to have to reboot. I go to reboot, and there's a Windows update that I didn't know about.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
And I'm like, damn, I'm already late for my stream, you know? And I just appreciate everybody being so understanding because that just...
Because they're family and they don't give you a hard time.
I know.
That's my job.
This is, well, yes, true. But that's also why I want to hold myself to the best standard I can when I'm doing a stream. So
Curtis Selby said he watched Apollo 13 today.
There you go.
Yeah, everyone knows, though, technical difficulties happen.
Yeah.
On smaller shows and on huge ones.
Yeah.
I had a little fiddly thing going on with my intro, so my intro song. So I can never remember which one to hit to make it go full screen.
Yeah.
So we must persevere. Which of course leads us to next Saturday, where we will be on Netter's channel for Netter's Retro Cinema, where we will be watching something that I believe
Gamers
begins with G. The Gamers.
Yes, it is a great independent film. We actually have the Gamers 2 as well, which I don't think is as good, but the Gamers is really good. If you like D&D, you will like this show or this movie.
Cool. Yeah.
I have to look at it. I gotta refine that, I guess.
If I can find it out there for you, I'll send you a link.
I'll look. I mean, I'm pretty good at fire. I mean, I'll if I do have any issues, I'll let you know.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I might be wrong about this. This might actually be out there on the YouTube sphere.
I mean, you're right. You never know, because sometimes you find something that is on YouTube, you don't know it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Awesome. So one way or another, I'll have it. So yeah, the Gamers next week. I've never seen it, so looking forward to it. Yeah. Other than that, like I said, the next Films with Friends Saturday night edition is going to be another Jane Austen film, Pride and Prejudice, which will lead us into September, where we're going to watch Pride and Prejudice and what would happen if they had to deal with zombies.
Yeah,
so that's going to be a fun little twofer thing coming up here. But so Troy, any final words?
I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us, being patient with me last night on my stream. I really appreciate it, and encourage you to continue to support the channels you enjoy, and drink responsibly.
Very good. Of course, we always end with Netter, so I'll go ahead and give my stuff here. Take a look at my channel when you get a chance. I've got some reviews up this week. I'm going to have a review for the new horror film Weapons, which just came out this week. I watched that earlier tonight. Probably won't get it up till tomorrow night because Sunday's kind of a weird day for me. So I'll get that up. But in the meantime, I've got season 2, part 1 of Wednesday. My review up for that, as well as The Naked Gun, Materialist, the new horror film Together, which is also out. Happy Gilmore 2, which you guys may get a watch of on Monday night if it holds. And of course, Fantastic Four. What I think of it, I hold a much higher opinion than many do. I believe of that movie, but that's me. And of course, we always end because the great lady herself, Netter, always knows how to send us on our way.
As y'all know what I always say, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're hanging out in our family room. We're passing the popcorn, having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. Excuse me. It's like I had too much seltzer water and had to have a little bit of a burp there. I know, too much information. I want to thank all of you so very much for the many ways that you encourage us. And I don't mean just us on the panel. I mean everyone in the chat as well. You guys are so great at just encouraging all of us. The hellos, the joking back and forth. I mean, all of that is so wonderful to see. So thank you for that. And thank you for the many ways that you support our channels in other ways. It's not just showing up. It's doing the thumbs up, the comments, sharing out our streams. For those of us who are monetized, becoming members, super chats and super stickers. That means so much to all of us. So thank you for your support. Now I sound like a Bartle and James commercial. And we thank you for your support.
Exactly.
You guys are really Osmo. We don't do this for us. We do this for you. And it's great that you guys keep coming back and you're enjoying what we're doing. And I've said this a few times. If you ever have suggestions for any of our channels, please let us know. Troy L. and myself can be found on Twitter. Just DM us and say, hey, I had this thought, and maybe it's something that we could do for our shows. For Thursday things, if you want to be a guest, if you want to be a guest on Thursday things, drop me a DM. Maybe you're not looking to grow your channel so much, but you're excited about something that you're doing, and you're like, I want people to know about this thing. Let's get you on. Let's talk about it.
Right. That's because of the chat.
What were you going to say, Al?
I said it's because of the chat. You guys might actually see Zardoz sooner than later.
Oh God!
Oh.
Well, I guess.
Red Diaper Man.
Maybe that's what I got to start doing. I got to start
wearing
doing
a red diaper.
No, well, I could, I guess. I got to start doing a super chat goals. If I make a certain amount of money, I'll watch. I'll do a live stream watching some horrible film or something like that.
Oh, keep that when Nate says I made him cry. Don't cry. I don't want you to cry.
But I do want to thank everybody for joining in and watching Emma with us tonight. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Netter, for joining me. Absolutely. And I want everyone to have a lovely rest of the weekend and a very happy and very safe week ahead. Take care, everyone, and always find something fun to watch. Take care.